Yeah.
on what we're going to talk about. So,
Okay,
anyway.
I'm going to move to what's going on in Broken Arrow. Could you set up this situation, give us the big picture, and then where you want to take us next?
Sure. So what ended up happening is 2014, piece of land. It's basically the first good-sized parcel south of the Creek Turnpike on 129th Street South.
Or Olive, as the people of Broken Arrow refer
Yes,
to it.
Olive. And so it's the first exit that you come into from the west as you come into South Broken Arrow on the Creek Turnpike.
Okay, so roughly 121st.
It's just north of 121st.
Okay, between 111th and 121st.
Correct.
And at Olive, is this just south of the bridge, the creek?
Just south of the Creek Turnpike.
Gotcha.
And then on the east side of 129th.
Okay.
So the however it happened, in 2014, the land was bought by the Islamic Society of Tulsa. I think they were thinking that they would eventually do what they're doing today. Remember, there was just across the Creek Turnpike in 2012 a big fight over a casino going in. You remember the casino fight?
I thought that was 111th.
Maybe it's that is just the other side of the Creek Turnpike.
No,
just up. It's
it's on the north side.
It's on the north side of the.
And you're talking about a different parcel on the south side.
On the south side.
Just down Olive a little bit.
Correct. Okay. It was we're less than a mile apart.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And so we've already had a fight in the area about what the culture of the area should be and what kind of things should be going into the area as it develops.
Now, wait a minute. You're a Liberty guy.
Sure.
And you're talking about planning commission and what culture we should have. And,
sure.
And that sounds a little oppressive.
Doesn't it? It's actually not. But because everybody has an interest. And remember, my liberty, as Benjamin Franklin was oft reported to have said, my liberty to swing my fist ends at the tip of your nose. Mm-hmm. And so where our liberties conflict or coincide or bump up together, that's where government gets in to regulate.
Well, one of my first debates with you, again,
sure,
quick trip on 11th Street.
Okay.
We were talking drug policy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm coming from the Rick Santorum viewpoint and attitude. And I was able to concede in my own heart. I said there are two things that are legitimate. Public safety and child exploitation. You know, and I said, I can understand policy like, can a guy consume marijuana like he consumes alcohol? And it's like, we don't allow them handing it out on the school grounds to kids, and we don't allow them to operate deadly machines on our public roads under that influence. But I want to get the two principles here, protecting our kids and protecting our public safety. Do any of those things come into play with this mosque?
Yes and no. I don't think that the analogy is direct.
No, it's not. I just want to say you're not coming at it from those two things much like you would drug policy.
Well, the difference here is let's change it around just a little bit.
Okay.
And let's look at the rights. Okay. Let's take just a step back. I don't want to forget what you brought up, but 2014 we have the purchase, where it is, and what has happened is now all of a sudden, about 3 weeks ago, maybe 3.5 weeks ago, a sign went up and said that there was going to be a zoning change.
Yeah.
Or a proposed zoning change. Come to the meeting. The signs, without those signs that are required by law to be put up by the city, nobody would have known that this was going on.
Okay, I completely distracted you with
Yeah,
that other
we're
thing.
going to come back to that.
Yeah.
Nobody would have known what was going on because nobody from the Islamic Society has ever talked to the community about what they had planned. Neighbors knew about it, but generally, and have wondered about what was going to be potentially proposed, but they have not come to the community and said anything to anybody. So this came as quite a shock, and people took it as quite a shock. Now let's remember that we operate as free individuals under a social compact. And that social compact is that we treat each other with due respect as one of the tenets. And throwing something in that will affect the neighboring community, and especially many will say to the negative, for their various reasons, is not showing respect duly to their equals.
Okay, I'm going to use an analogy that you and I've had this discussion in some area, but I think it applies here. You once told me that what government often calls regulation is really prohibition.
Correct.
Just a second. Are you ready to lock up?
Yes, sir.
All right, we will be out within 5 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. All right, David, let's get to what's going on next.
Okay,
We'll
so we're gonna have to pick this up. But the what is actually going on is we are gathering signatures, and this is the form that will be used at the city council meeting.
Yeah.
The opposition forms are green. If you come to our meeting, which will be this coming Tuesday, January 6th at 6 p.m., we will be meeting directly across the road from the proposed mosque site at the property event center, and that will be at 11500 South 129th East Avenue in Broken Arrow. And then we have the city council meeting coming up, which will be January the 12th. That'll be Monday, the following Monday, January the 12th. And that will be at Northeastern State University, NSU, in Broken Arrow. And
now that's way out in Wagner County, at east side of Broken Arrow.
Sure.
Where the city council is meeting.
Correct. They needed the space. We've got 800 or so seats.
Okay, but the thing that's coming up this coming Tuesday, January 6th.
Correct.
The Property Events Center. Now, I'm thinking up on 111th and all of you've got the TCC campus or Tulsa Tech.
I believe so.
Okay, so it's not that.
No, it's the first right south of the Creek Turnpike. So get off the Creek Turnpike at 129th Street, or come down 129th Street, Olive Avenue, and then go south. Once you go south, the first driveway is the event center.
What does that look like, just for people to visually see it off in the distance?
What do you mean?
What color building? What size building?
I don't know. I haven't actually
Okay,
been there.
good. All right. So if you're concerned about this,
if you're in opposition, we are not having a debate with people on the pro side.
Okay.
This is not that.
Right. This is organized against. And can you give me bullet points, the concerns? Obviously, infrastructure. I don't think they even have sewer there.
They do not have sewer. The biggest problems are safety concerns that a lot of people have because of the just kind of the things that are reported in the news from all over the world, where these kinds of things are located. The other thing is we have road traffic issues. We have a 2-lane road there.
Yeah, one lane each
They
direction.
want to put 700 people every Friday and more during Ramadan,
Right.
which would be for a full month during school.
Tulsa denied a permit for a church to expand on Lewis and 38th Street because that 4-lane road couldn't handle that many people. So you have some precedence here in local governments.
Oh yeah. the roads. This is not a religious issue. I want to clear up real quick the constitutional problem.
Mm-hmm.
So we've heard religious, religious.
All right.
Just because we have a religious right to practice our religion does not mean we can put up whatever building whenever we want, wherever we want. And this has the problem because you brought up the sewer. We already have a bad pollution. There was a testimony given at the planning commission meeting where a gentleman can't use part of his property because of the leach field from the leaching from the community downstream of this
Right.
this mosque, the proposed mosque. So it's only going to get worse.
Right.
There's no upside to that, and we are asking the city council to not change the zoning until the infrastructure can be there and supported.
Yep. All right. So be out there at Tuesday night, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Good.
Property
And
Event
then Facebook to get more information.
Yes, come to Facebook, and we would appreciate it if you would share our information around all of your socials, whatever they are.
Please do so. And yeah, we've got to do this. Also, when you come, make some notes of what your concerns are, kind of bullet point notes, because I think what you want to do.
We will be opening the floor to be talking, having
Right.
people share pertinent information. We will have to go quick because we will not have a lot of time, but we can't go 5 hours like the last meeting.
Right. Yeah. And if you haven't heard your concern brought up, raise your hand to add it to, because I think at the end you want to somewhat study group this thing and find out.
Well, we're going to do that. We're going to have some of the best arguments made. We want everybody who has something else to add to come in and add it.
So you can take that and give it to the members of the city council.
Correct.
And
We want everybody to then go to their city councilor and give their story, their information, write them a letter, call them, and so forth. We want to win this before the city council meeting ever starts.
Right.
But and it's looking good, and momentum is heading our direction.
Right. All right. Well, thank you. You've been watching a scab version of Fresh Black Coffee. Eddie is out today, so we pray everything goes well for him. David Oldham's been our special guest. Yeah, we've got to do a follow-up on this. Let's see if we can't. I'll see about if next week's available. We're using the studio at somebody else's convenience, and once the building has to lock up, we have to go, and we were told 2 hours. We didn't really get one. So, anyway, so that's it. We'll see you guys at the meeting Tuesday night. You've been listening to Fresh Black Coffee, and come join us again next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty. We're off.
We are off?
Yeah, they can't hear us.
Okay, good.
End stream and close.